Welcome to episode 1 of the KapCity Show, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the podcast.
We here, baby. We here, baby.
Y'all see I got that instrumental in the background. Y'all know what I do when it comes to these instrumentals, right?
Let them know what time it is, Cap.
Yo, check. You did me bad, I did you good. Took you straight up out that hood. Took my kindness for weakness, girl. Don't get shit misunderstood. That designer on your body, know what kind of risk it took just to look the way you look. Yet you won't even learn to cook, but it's okay. You know I can't give it to y'all that easy. I just can't do that. So if y'all want me to finish that freestyle and send y'all that shit, please leave 1,000,000. Not 1,000, not 100,000. Please leave 1,000,000 fire emojis in the comment section. Y'all know how I give it up. Shout out to all of you that are tuned in right now. This is episode 1 of the KapCity Show, Living in America with KapCity. If it's your first time hearing about me, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Oh yeah, please, would you hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell and stay updated to all the new content that I drop? You know what I'm saying? I need y'all to give me that, give me all of that information, give me likes, give me comments, give me you know, all that shit that, you know, makes the algorithm work in your favor. I would really appreciate that. So shout out to every single one of y'all. And for those of y'all that know me as the rapper, KapCity, hip hop artist, songwriter extraordinaire, shout out to y'all for tuning in, man. I know it's been a minute. I've been talking about this podcast for quite some time. And I finally managed to get my shit together, because it's always hard to get your shit together in this thing called life. But I finally got some time. I finally got some peace. I finally got some room to be able to be creative and to be able to give y'all this, because I edit all my own shit. Like, if y'all could see what's outside of this green screen, you would lose your fucking mind. It's just a mess everywhere, but I'm here. I'm going to make this whole shit work. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make everything look good, make it a vibe. I'm going to fuck with y'all. Y'all going to fuck with me. It's going to be fun. So a lot of y'all want to know why I'm doing this podcast. Man, I just want to talk shit, share some opinions, bring my fans into my music, bring my fans into how I think, you know, the motivation behind certain records. And speaking of records, shout out to every single one of y'all that have listened to, that have watched the new single I just dropped called All I Need, produced by Buckrow Beats. Man, shout out to you. If you definitely watched that video, if you streamed it on all DSPs, man, shout out to you. I really appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you so much. The feedback has been amazing. It feels good to be back. I was dormant for quite some time. You know, I was dormant for quite some time. Had COVID this time last year. Nigga couldn't breathe and shit. Fuck that, nigga. My lungs work now. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all y'all that showed me love and shit. So yeah, no, I'm very grateful for all y'all that have tuned in. Let's run the numbers up. Make sure to hit that YouTube. Make sure to subscribe to that shit. Make sure to pass the love. Tag your friends. Tag the homies. KapCity just dropped new content. Is going to keep dropping new content as long as y'all continue to support me and keep the vibes lit. You know what I'm saying? So with that said, I decided I was going to use my platform. I don't know. Do I want to talk about the single or do I want to talk about it later? No, I decided I was going to use my platform to also shine light on artists that are trying to get their music heard. So a lot of y'all don't know this, but back in college, I used to try and make money from recording artists. I used to have this like studio setup where I would record artists and they would come and like pay me like 150 rands, which is almost like $10 or some shit like that to come and record. P.S. Quentin knows how I did it. And they would come, you know, these weren't like mega, like, I don't want to say mega talented because that sounds like super ass, but these were artists that were on the come up, trying to figure out their sound, trying to do their thing, and couldn't afford the big studio. So me and my boy Killy, we set up a studio and I'll record artists, mix and master their shit. And it would just be dope. I just give them a platform to be able to do their thing. So I was like, fuck it. Y'all still hit me up wanting to know how your music sounds. Y'all want me to get on some of your songs. So fuck it. Why not play it on a podcast? Let's create a platform. I'll play your shit for like 20, 30 seconds. And not only will I critique it live, but people in the comment section will give you a piece of what they feel too. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I decided to create this platform, especially my Zim niggas, man, because y'all need some identity, man. Y'all hip hop needs some fucking identity. So I was like, yo, let me give y'all a platform to be able to do that. And with that said, I put up a post on my story asking y'all to send me music. And this one artist, the very first artist to send me music, he goes by the name of Verb. Shout out to Verb. Verb sent me a song called Mindset. I'm going to fucking play it. I have breezed over it once. I'm going to play it now live. And we going to critique this shit in the comment section before we get into the nitty gritty of living in America with your boy KapCity, the podcast, the #1 fucking podcast. I've always wanted to say that shit. The #1 fucking podcast in the world, baby. Ain't even on the charts yet, but it's #1, bitch. But yeah, I'm going to play you Verb's record. I'm going to listen to like 15, 10, 20 seconds. If shit, it's the vibe. We're going to listen to 4 minutes of this shit. But we're going to listen to it. We're going to critique it. Honest opinions. And we're going to see how it goes. All right. So give me a second. Let me cue it up. Yo, by the way, I have like random thoughts that run through my mind when I'm doing shit. So if you hear me blurt some shit out, it's just my mind going crazy, all right? You know, like the Steph Curry say nigga, you know, that type of shit. All right, let's see what we got. His name is Verb. All right, Verb, I'm cueing you in now. Let's see. The beat sounds pretty good. I ain't gonna lie, man. Shout out to the producer who made this so far. I'm just waiting for that beat to drop, you know?
Yeah, guerrilla mode. Yeah, I got my mindset on getting me this nice cake. I should grab a spoon, grab a fork and let my tongue dance. Who the fuck is 7, man? I'm holding me a round plate. Talking to the OGs, they tell me get your mind straight. I done came a long way from the hood, from the projects, and the only thing I had up on my back was my mindset.
Hold up. I didn't mean to stop at that mindset, but okay. This is my honest critique. I would have played it a little longer, but the very first time I listened to it, I had the same fucking feeling. The beat is fucking phenomenal. Shout out to whoever made that beat. That beat's fucking phenomenal. However, the song is mixed and mastered. I fucking like it. I love the professionalism, because that's one thing, you know, a lot of artists lack. However, Verb, I got to give it to you real, fam. And you're an artist, so you got to be able to take public criticism. And this ain't only for you, by the way. Hold on. This ain't only for you, fam. To all my Zimbabwean hip hop artists, to all my Zimbos, to all my Zim niggas out here trying to do this shit, trying to do this rap shit. Here's a problem that we have. We have no fucking identity. Like, we don't have a fucking identity. Everybody want to sound like somebody, and that's not a bad thing. But let me tell you something. We've always had this challenge or this thing of trying to sound American, right? Because we idolize the United States and hip hop and all that type of shit. It's where it started, apparently, blah, blah, blah. You know, that's what we idolize. So a lot of people try and emulate that. But here's where the problem is. There's nothing wrong with emulating it, but here's where the fucking problem is. The problem is when you're trying to sound American, you gotta have the accent. You gotta have the accent. You gotta have an idea of how to sound American. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, music is all sonics. So you gotta be able to sound smooth on the record. Do you know what I mean? Like this is what I fucking hate. This is what I really fucking hate. I hate it when y'all pronounce bad as bed. Like, fam, are you a bad boy? Or are you a bed boy, motherfucker? Like, which one are you? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit fucking pisses me off. So bad is bed. If you want to say fork, you can't say folk. Like, you can't say shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of shit that ruins the sonics of music. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that shit stands out to me so much, and I'm just like, oh, I cringe when y'all mispronounce these words. Like, it's just like, it don't sound good. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to rap in Shauna, then fucking rap in Shauna, bro. Like, Junior Brown, the fucking track to death. But if you want to sound American or you want to emulate the American style, then you got to be able to pronounce some of these words like really good. Like, I can't stand it when y'all do like work is fucking work. It's not weck. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't say I go to weck. No, motherfucker, you go to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit pissed me off. And the song is good. The arrangement so far is good. Y'all gonna go fuck with Verb on your own and go listen to the rest of his song. But I think he knows how to put a song together. I just think that sonically, you got to work on your accent. And that's not only for you, fam. That's like for like a whole lot of fucking artists that are out there emulating, you know, what's going on out here in the U.S. So that's just my little 2 cents. Let me get a little puff real quick. Thank you. So yeah, man, that's my little critique right there. I would go back to the drawing board and try and figure out how to make your stuff sound sonically dope. I think the beat is dope. I think the way you wrote the lyrics are cool, but please stop mispronouncing words. That shit fucking irritates me. And listen, I'm not God of this shit, so you can do whatever you want. But if you have a broken accent to some degree and you're trying to sound American, it's not gonna work in your favor. I'm not saying that to be an asshole. I'm saying that as a person who writes songs and a person who really likes listening to songs and a person who's written some really dope songs in his fucking life. All right. Anyway, moving past that, shout out to you, Verb, man. Y'all make sure y'all go follow him. Give that guy some words of encouragement in the comment section. Show him some love, all right? Now, living in America with KapCity. It's been a fucking challenge. I'm not going to lie to y'all, man. Like transitioning from Zimbabwe, then Cape Town, then coming to the States. You know, anytime you live in a foreign land away from your family and your friends and everyone who's known you since you were like this high, it's always going to be a challenge, you know, whether it's money, whether it's friendships, whether it's relationships, whatever the case may be, the economy, the whole transition, it's always going to be a challenge. But you know, I've managed to fucking find my way because, you know, a lot of y'all who know me know my past. And like, you're probably wondering, well, you sound American. Where the fuck did you go to Zimbabwe? When did you live there? Whatever. Yeah, I'm not going to go into all those details. That's not what we're here for. You know what I'm saying? So it has been a challenge. You know, I've been trying to, you know, I got a son. Kyrie's out. Kyrie's up there now. So I've just been trying to balance a lot of shit. And that's why I came out with the track All I Need, because I finally got some time to zone in and fucking just come down with myself and try and realize what I really wanted out of this thing called life and how I wanted to strategically kind of do this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So I finally got myself together, and this is where we're at. This is where we're at with it. And All I Need is out there. Please go stream it, go watch it, go do whatever. Like I said before, I need your support on this one. And yeah, I'm going to keep giving y'all some really dope content. Now, moving forward, haircuts in America has been a challenge. Finding a barber has been a fucking challenge. For those of y'all that know me, I love to stay fucking fresh. I just love having a fresh cut. I try to grow my hair long like my boy Taffy. I can't do that shit. Like my shit gotta always stay cutting low. And man, it's so fucking hard to get a barber out here because everybody thinks they know what the fuck they're doing on your head. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So let me tell you about this little experience I had the other day. So I go see my boy Dennis. Dennis is like the realest nigga out here. Y'all make sure y'all go see Dennis, yo. Dennis is the fucking man. Barbershop. Yo, that nigga is the fucking truth. Got his own little shop. It's called Royal Crown. Man, this shit's fucking amazing. Anyway, Dennis cuts my hair. So I'm chilling with Dennis. I'm chilling at the, you know, I'm getting my shit off. You know, it's a therapy session for us niggas. So I'm in there kicking it with Dennis. You know, I usually get the fade. I usually get the fade before I get the number one on top or whatever the case may be. So I'm chilling in the fucking barber chair. And when Dennis cuts my hair, this motherfucker usually, you know, goes around the sides right here to bald it out, right? But as soon as I sat in that chair and he turned the fucking clippers on, this nigga didn't even do that shit. So now I was confused. Like, okay, what the fuck is Dennis doing? Dennis grabs the fucking clippers and immediately, without even fucking thinking, starts going into my, that's how I know I'm fucking old. This nigga grabs the clippers and starts going into my ears and starts cutting my ear hair, yo. Like, what the fuck, Dennis? You fucking cutting my ear hair, bro? You know, I used to see that on my granddad, you know, shout out to Kulu. I used to see that in his fucking, I used to be like, yo, this nigga old, but damn, nigga, I'm cutting hair out my ears, nigga? That shit's fucking crazy, dog. He did that on both sides. I thought it was maybe just a one, but this nigga went on both sides and trimmed that shit. I saw some shit fall off. I was like, what the fuck, nigga? You know what I'm saying? That shit was crazy. But anyway, yeah, that's my little haircut experience. And that's how I know I'm getting old. I'm not old, but I'm fucking getting there. And Dennis, shout out to you because you got me fresh right now. But that shit stuck with me. And I was like, I'm going to talk about your ass in the podcast. Back to this music shit. So Rick Ross is fucking performing in Zimbabwe at some point. I think it's in September. And there's a big uproar as to who's going to be the opening acts for this shit. Huh? Rick Ross is performing in Zimbabwe in September this year, 2022, and there's a big uproar as to who is going to be on that stage before Rick Ross comes out. So what's the uproar? The uproar is dancehall is the biggest genre in our fucking country. Problem is they want dancehall artists to open up for Rick Ross. Now, do I have a problem with that? You fucking right I got a problem with that. You damn right I got a problem with it. I'm not even there, but I got a problem with it, and this is why I have a problem with it. Job Praiser and Winky D are probably Zimbabwe's most talented, most successful artists, right? They are. That's not deniable. The numbers show it. These guys are fucking remarkable. I bow down to these niggas. And what they do, they are gods. They sell out these shows. They pack the shows. They fucking give a killer performance. They do their thing. That's unfucking deniable. You can't take that from these guys. Shout out to my brothers. However, if you're going to bring someone like Rick Ross to Zimbabwe, right? If you're going to bring Rose, Renzel, Black Bottle Boss, if you're going to bring him to Zimbabwe for a hip hop concert, you have to respect the genre. I'm sorry. I don't care what promoter it is. I don't care where you're from. I don't give a fuck what's going on. You have to respect the genre, because bringing Winky D fans and bringing fucking Job Praiser fans is, it's going to bring a lot more people to the crowd. It's definitely going to bring a lot more people to the event. That's a fact, right? However, what does that do for the culture? What does that do for the fucking culture? Honestly, like we have this, there's so many talented producers, so many talented hip hop producers, so many talented hip hop artists, so many fucking creators in Zimbabwe that need a light to shine. We don't have anyone who's on that mega hip hop successful scale. I don't give a fuck what you say. We don't have it. Takura is one of my dogs. That nigga's a beast. That nigga's a beast. But Takura is like one step from going, to the next spot. Just like me, I'm one step from fucking just getting to that next spot. You know what I'm saying? But he raps in Shauna. He does his thing. He bodies that shit. He's fucking phenomenal. That nigga's mixing, mastering, all that shit. All that shit that Takura does is fucking phenomenal. I can list a bunch of different artists in hip hop that are fucking really great. However, there's like a little bit of a ceiling because one, Zim hip hop doesn't have a fucking identity. We just don't have it. We don't have the infrastructure. We don't have the support. We don't have this. How I see this shit, man. I see this shit like this. In the third world, it's very hard because, everyone is battling to fucking pay for food, pay for fucking just to keep a roof over their head. Basic needs. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's fighting for these things. So how can somebody now be able to come and fucking buy your CD or buy your tape or buy your, take it back, buy your cassette if they have to deal with these sort of like basic needs before they can even come out of pocket to pay for something that's, that you're selling them. So the population numbers don't work in your favor. The demographic numbers don't work in your favor. They don't work in your favor. So it's going to take a lot more of an effort for us hip hop artists to kind of get everybody around us to jump on our wave. You know what I'm saying? Worse when we don't have an identity. So my thing is, this Rick Ross opportunity is a way for us to highlight these hip hop acts that have been grinding and fucking fighting and like dropping dope ass content, because the content has gotten super amazing over time, yo. You see what these little kids are doing. I'm watching them, bruh. I'm watching all these kids and they're fucking killing this shit, dog. Like, I'm watching every single one of y'all, and all of y'all are just like doing fucking amazing things, and you just need a bigger spotlight on what's going on. And I feel like you're gonna book Rick Ross, and you got to book some of these acts to come and light that whole fucking shit up. You got to put a Holy 10 on. You know what I'm saying? You got to let him fucking help do that shit. You got to put all these kids on. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like the promoters and the event people, like, put the money aside. I know money rules everything, money control. People are loyal where their bread is buttered. Fuck that. I feel like let's highlight the hip hop culture and let's put these kids in position to be able to uplift the culture, uplift the infrastructure, uplift the hip hop brand as a whole in Zimbabwe, so that we can have a fucking voice in this space. Do you know what I'm saying? And listen, it doesn't just stop there. All the artists, producers, all y'all got to put in that identity work too, man. Y'all got to figure out who you are, where you are, what you want to do, what message you're putting out to the world, instead of just emulating. I know everybody want to jump on the fucking drill shit and do all that, but you got to figure out what it is for y'all that's going to set us apart from, from the rest of the world, and what we can offer to the music as a whole. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my take. Fucking agree with me or not, that's my take. But I feel like for the culture, for hip hop in Zimbabwe, or whatever the case may be, I just feel like that's the type of shit that needs to happen. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. I know there's a petition going around right now trying to figure out, if they should open or not. But I just think it should be more than the money. I just feel like you need to give these kids a chance. Give these kids a spotlight. Let them do their thing. I would come and fuck the show up, but I'm over here doing my thing right now, and I just feel like personally the time for me to even come and spark some shit over there, it's not even the time yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still got to like rebuild myself. I still got I just came back from hibernation, so I still got a lot of like, consistent shit to do. So but I'm watching from afar. I'm keeping in touch with everybody. Shout out Kiki Badass. I'm keeping in touch with all my peoples out there on the ground, seeing what's going on. And I got my finger on the pulse. I got a good team that kind of keeps me updated, and shout out to everybody who's involved. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a peace of mind. And in this episode, I'm trying to keep these episodes short. I don't want them to be fucking long, because I don't want to bore you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to bore you guys with fucking random talks and all this type of shit. I really don't. It's gonna get more exciting. It's gonna get more fucking fun. I'm gonna tell y'all about places I've been, places I've gone to, shit I've experienced, scams, all that type of shit that I've gone through, hiccups, mini successes, big successes, the time I was on Revolt with P. Diddy, all that shit. I'm gonna take y'all back to all that shit. But this is just a space for us to talk, for us to kick it, have a good time. I'm gonna try and keep everything down to 22 minutes. That's gonna be my goal. My goal is to kind of run this podcast for 22 fucking minutes because I was born on the 22nd of October in 19, nigga. I ain't gonna tell you what motherfucking year I was born, all right? So, with that said, I hope y'all hit that subscribe button. I hope y'all like. I hope y'all comment. It's going to be fun. Let me know what y'all want to hear. Let me know what y'all want to see about the states. Let me know what kind of information you guys are looking for. We're going to have this back and forth dialogue with each other as to, I'm going to bring you guys into my music, bring you guys into my thought process behind some of these records. I'm going to let y'all know what it's like over here, how hard it is, how to get over here, how to fucking grind, how to kind of do your thing. And yeah, man, but most importantly, it's only going to be about music. It's going to be about random shit that goes on in my life too, but the music is going to be the most important part. And I'm going to have this platform for you artists to send me your music to this email right here, KapCityHQ@gmail.com. Send your music. I'm going to fucking play it. Not only I, but the fans as well in the comment section are definitely going to let y'all know what time it is. And it's going to be fun. We're just going to rock out. We're going to kick it. It's going to be dope. Your boy Cap City, living in America with Cap City. It feels good to be back. I got a lot of new content on the way. I'm going to be dropping video after video, visual after visual. It's going to be fucking fun. And I'm just going to let y'all in. It's going to be dope. So with that said, listen, I'm about to grab my fucking Cap cup, which one of y'all should get as soon as I have these fucking Cap cups available. Y'all definitely should get that so we can drink to some of this shit and we can smoke and have a fucking good time. So with that said, leave a comment. Leave a million fire emojis if y'all want to hear me drop that Las freestyle. Cap City, your boy checking out. I'll catch y'all on episode 2. Gang!